Hey everybody. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for your support so far. We only reached 11 subscribers so far, in just a couple days. So that was my bird. Sorry. Um, so yeah, thank you so much. I am starting to believe now that we can start growing, and so cool. I can't wait to start talking about the next topic about what is an emotional stalker. So with that said, stay tuned for the next part of the video. Hello everybody, so welcome back. This is now the big video or topic about what does an emotional stalker mean to you, or what it means, or what it means to me, or what's my opinion about it. So we're gonna have a little discussion about this topic. So before I get started, I just wanted to read some comments that I got from my previous video on when I was asking the question of what does an emotional stalker mean to some people. So the first comment I got was from Tasha77. She's a great vlogger in my opinion. I love watching her videos, and it's an honor that she took time to watch my video and actually put her input on it. So Tasha77 said um, that emotional stalking or emotional stalker means that to her that someone who violates your mental and emotional space. It's not technically a crime yet, to my knowledge, but it should be. So, um, I think what she meant by this was that, like what she mentioned, that someone that invades your personal emotional space. So, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that's physically stalking you, but someone that invades your emotional stability, someone that kind of comes into your life and just kind of throws that curveball in your life that you kind of just have to like watch out and kind of get screwed, in a way. The next comment that I saw was from Devin. Um, he mentioned that an emotional stalker, he said that he could be one, that he himself will look at pictures of someone that they can't get over or like a past ex. So they'll go on Google, Facebook, and Instagram and stalk them just to see what they're doing. Um, it's 2013, guys, so obviously everybody's going to be stalking at some point on these social medias. I myself have done it plenty of times, not necessarily for someone that I am trying to get over or something like that. Sometimes, that's how it is. I think it's very common these days that people just love to see what's going on with their ex significant others or simply someone that they were interested in. And a lot of people use Facebook. Facebook is a big one in terms of stalking to see what people are up to. I think Facebook is kind of actually a really good source to find out the true story of someone or what they're up to. Um, the show Catfish themselves use Facebook pretty much the entire time just to try to see what the person's up to, what they're all about. So, but also, even though it's kind of weird to kind of stalk someone that way, um, I think it's also not a good thing either if you're trying to like move on, because you still have that person there. I think it torments you in a way. But anyways, that could kind of be a different topic. I don't want to, go into a tangent about that. So, those were the two comments that I got from, those people and what they thought about it and everything. An emotional stalker, what it means to me, is basically something similar that Tasha77 said. Um, someone comes into your life, they invade your emotional space, your emotional stability, even your mental stability, I would say. They just, in other words, they know how to come into your life and manipulate it. Um, I want to say that this happened to me. Um, so, my example or my story about this, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but it's something to kind of go off of. Um, so, When I was starting to come out, um, I was put, I guess, in a vulnerable situation. Um, you don't really, well, before I came out, actually. So I was using all these, you know, social medias, or I would, talk to people secretly without other my friends knowing, my family knowing, whatever, the whole 9 yards. Um, so the risk of that is that you want someone to talk to, you want someone to listen to you, what you have to say, and things like that. So, from in my case, I encountered someone um, that came into my life, my emotional life. They were at first they were a good friend. They were very supportive of me. They were listening to me and things like that. But they started kind of getting into my emotional life that involves romance, I guess. I was starting to get romantically involved, or emotionally romantically involved with this person. Um, and the fact that they saw that I was in a vulnerable situation, and they saw that I was not very strong emotionally because I still haven't came out yet. I still, I gave off the I need someone to talk to. I need someone there for me. I need someone to basically like love me or whatever. I let that guard down, so they took advantage of it. So when that happens, they start manipulating, they start saying things that you want to hear, that you like to hear, and I think that turns them on in a way. Like, I guess I don't know what they're thinking exactly, but from my observation or my opinion, I think they get turned on by that. Not turned on as in like sexually, but you know what I mean. Like they love that. They love to give that attention because they know that they're having that power over you. Um, Anyways, so this person eventually had to take off. They couldn't really want. They didn't. They had to stop talking to me, which left me kind of devastated. So, as months went by, this person came back and contacted me again. So and the thing is that this time it was a lot stronger. It was more straightforward that they were trying to get back into my life again, and they started saying the right things again and everything. And I was thinking here, well, I'm probably stronger now. But then you realize that they come back with better tactics to say. Um, so they invaded my emotional space one more time, and I hope this is the last time. So they started invading that space again, and you know, but it becomes either you become stronger about it, or you become weaker about it, because you either become stronger because you're like, okay, well, the previous experience helped me, so I'm not gonna fall for that again, or because they come back with better things to say, you start believing that you know they came back for a reason, or they you start getting these weird ideas like, oh, okay, they're here for me again, they're back here because, they really like me, or they really love me, or something. But really, I think it just comes down to they just want to manipulate someone because they probably don't have that in their life. They can't get something from their life, and they are bored. They don't know what to do, or maybe they're the ones that are being manipulated somewhere else, and they just have to, I don't know, get it out of their system and kind of revenge, but pick an innocent person out of it. I don't know if all this makes sense, but I'm just kind of getting my thoughts out there. So that's my experience with emotionally stalking. Um, you know, Emotionally stalking to me is someone that invades your emotional space, like Tasha said. But not only do they invade it, but they find ways to come back into it every single time. My opinion. Okay, now let's talk about how to fix it. The next topic is going to be our first gay app review. Now, the next video we're going to talk about that. This is going to be a kind of a fun one because I am planning to kind of go through my app and I'm not going to display profiles, but I'm going to kind of basically I'm going to talk shit about profiles. And my opinions about certain profiles. But I think I'm going to start off with just one app review, and so it'll be titled Gay App Review Number 1. So stick around for that, and I'll see you next week.